Hey, a long time no see. It's been a while since I've done one of these, probably about 6 weeks. A lot has happened in that time, so I'll have to fill you in. Me and my partner relocated from one city in New Zealand to the other side of New Zealand, to a new city, Auckland. There's a lot more going on over here, a lot more opportunity. It's also really good to have my own space because we was living with my partner's parent. So it's good to move out, have my own space. Comes with new challenges though. There's a lot more adulting that needs to be done, a lot more outgoings, that sort of stuff. But we are moving in the right direction on that front. One of the big challenges with relocating is I didn't have any furniture. My partner barely had any either, which has meant we've had to furnish a house. Even with buying secondhand and going cheap where we can, it's still been very expensive. One of the big goals that I had with this challenge was trying to get out of debt. When I started, I was nearly $10,000 in debt, and we got it down to $4,500 in debt. I have crept back up and I'm pretty much where I started, which is annoying, but it had to be done. This is life. I had to kind of pay out these costs, relocate so that I could get a better job with more hours to eventually make more money in the long term. So although it's cost me now, long term it's going to save me. Here's just a bit of a kicker when you've worked so hard to reduce your debt and life happens and you're just straight back where you started. But we are doing okay. My new job has commission. I've been doing very well compared to like colleagues and stuff, considering that I'm pretty new in this business. I did work for the same company in another town, but it's like a new business, so building new rapport with clients and that sort of stuff. So the commission is hopefully going to help with me getting out of debt, and also working more hours will help as well, despite the fact that we've got big overheads now with rent and all of those sorts of costs. The new job is good. It's not exactly what I want to be doing. It's selling, so it's a skill that I really want to be good at. And it's also a managerial position, which is another skill that I really want to be good at. And they're both very transferable skills. So that's pretty good. It's especially good because of my situation. Because I'm living in New Zealand and I'm not Kiwi, finding jobs is quite difficult because of my visa. Because I don't have a permanent, I can't stay here permanently at the moment. It means that I can't take any permanent job offerings, and it's a real hassle for employers to hire somebody on a temporary visa. So a lot of them just don't. The job market is already pretty rough in New Zealand. So with that, and adding on the fact that I have a temporary visa, it is extremely hard to find jobs, especially jobs in the areas that I want to work. I think the job that I'm doing now considering all those factors, is definitely a very good job for me right now. Yeah, basically. So happy about that. It's not what I want to do forever, but I'm gaining good skills. It's also probably one of the better jobs that I could get with my current circumstance. So it's okay. In other news, habits, going to the gym, all started to take slack because of relocating, starting a new job, working more hours. I really slipped up with those elements, and I think they're the foundations. But last night I spoke to some family and kind of got a new wave of motivation. Hence this video's being recorded. I'm making the most of the time that I do have to make these videos. I've been posting every day on short form content every single day on multiple platforms for a couple months now. Seeing some traction. I had one video do really well on a certain platform, gained a bunch of followers. That's going really well. I'm just going to keep going, and hopefully I'll find the people that my content's supposed to find, which is people like me that are just lacking direction, looking for their purpose. Maybe they hate their job. Maybe they're struggling to make ends meet. They're the sort of people that I want my content to find, and hopefully my journey can kind of be relatable and potentially even inspire them, or at least I can potentially teach them something from my videos that I learn on my own journey. So yeah, from this video, I'm going to be getting back on the gym. I've already sorted out my habits. I've got everything in order. There was small things like I didn't have the supplements I needed, so I just completely didn't take them. Rather than doing a small thing and ordering them, I let it completely crumble all of my habits. So we're not doing that again. We're going to get back on it. In other news, I'm now, as we spoke about, I'm in a lot of debt. I also have family visiting New Zealand in a few months, so I still need a lot of furnishing for the house, like beds, sofas, things like that, which is going to cost even more money. And then I'm excited that they're coming, really am, but it is also even more costs to take them around, go to some of the tourist spots, flights, that sort of stuff from the North to the South Island. It's all going to add up. And then also my brother that is in the UK is due to have a baby any day. I think his wife was due like a week ago, so it literally could be any moment. I really want to get back home to meet the baby and to see my other family, like my mum. I've not seen my mum for a few years now. And it's just like all of these costs just add up really quickly. Another cost that I've got is I have my visa is going to run out in about a year. So I really need to be going through the residency process through my partner, who's Kiwi, to try and get permanent residency, which will enable me to get a higher paying job as well. But it costs a lot of money. There's processing fees. I think that's probably going to be like 5,000 or 6,000 on its own. So when you account for all of these things, it can be quite overwhelming. Yeah, I just wish money wasn't such a big issue. But that's one of the reasons why I'm doing all of this. It's so that I can get myself in a better position where I'm more free and able to not just, I don't just want money so that I can buy flash things or show off or buy designer clothes. I really don't care for that. Just to be able to like fly home and see my family, or to not have to worry about like visa costs and unexpected costs that arise in life. Not have to worry about paying my next bill. Just those sorts of things. And then also being able to buy time. I think that's the most important thing. I hate the fact that I'm working most of my hours for somebody else, and although I'm grateful, I would like to spend that time on things I care more about, like spending time with loved ones, like helping people in some way. I would like to, if money wasn't an issue, I would dedicate my life to finding purpose in helping others. There's a few ways I could go about doing that. One would be to try and replicate my journey to other people that want to find freedom, not have to worry about money, and just kind of guide them along that path. Another way could be to help small businesses to market, to grow, and that sort of stuff, because I've been a small business owner multiple times and it's just hard. It's hard to grow, and there's just so much. And I'd love to be like a free support for them sort of businesses, rather than them just closing down. Maybe like a last ditch effort to sort of help and make things work out for them. I don't know, there's a lot of opportunities in life. The one thing I do know for certain is that I want to dedicate my life to helping others. That's the one thing that I'm sure on. It's just the avenue that I take in order to do that. So yeah, to summarize, I am not after money to buy things. I'm just after money so that I can focus on my purpose, or finding my purpose, and buying back some time. My new place is really nice. I quite like it. The landlord's a twat, massive twat, but I think once my partner's back, I think it will feel like home. I guess I will leave it there for this episode. I don't know if this is an episode, but it's been about 3 months since I decided to try and turn my life around. So far, it's been difficult. Motivation doesn't always come. You need to push through the periods where things are hard. Maybe things are happening in life, you don't have enough time, and try and get shit done anyway. I think my conclusion for this video is that progress isn't linear. You're not going to progress in a straight line. It's going to be a little bit like this. And I went like this, and then I hit a hard down, which is where I'm at now. And I've got this motivation again to give it a real big push now, and keep going, because consistency is important. I said I was going to do this, so I need to not lie to myself. I think it's important, if you say you're going to do something, to actually do it. So that's what we're doing. Anyway, thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next one.